Hello, and welcome back. We've got another exciting tutorial for you today because we've just launched a very incredible Canva template pack. I'm always excited about these ones, to be honest, because I love all these templates that we release. It makes it so much easier for you to put social posts out there. I know it's a lot of work creating content, but this just really minimizes the time. And every time we release a new pack, it's an opportunity for you to refresh your feed, give it some fresh looks. So let's dive in and let's talk about this brand new tribute pack. First things first, who is this template pack best suited for? Now, all of our template packs are really very versatile. I always mention this because we create them so that anyone can use them pretty easily. They generally serve a specific purpose, so they're really good for showcasing different types of content. So this particular template pack is going to be really good for anyone who is selling products or services and really wants to showcase the features, benefits of those things. And I'm going to show you how to do that with this template pack in just a moment. Now, because of the actual design features of this pack, it's going to be really well tailored for anyone in the food and nutrition niche. That said, these things can be easily swapped out. I'll show you also how to do that, so that way we can make this template pack really versatile regardless of the niche you're in. Before we get into the actual templates, the first thing I always like to do is actually go through where we've drawn the inspiration from. So let's take a quick peek at the Farmer's Dog Instagram feed to see what they're up to and how we can apply that to our own social feeds when we use those template packs. One thing that I noticed the Farmer's Dog does really well is balancing their value-based content with actual promotional or product-based content. The only thing I think they could do a little bit more directly is actually specifically mention their product, that they sell it, and where to get it. So example, in a post like this where we can see a very happy recipient has just gotten their dinner delivered, they could put something in here about their product. Hey, if you also want to order, this is where to go. So they could be a little bit more direct about that, which is something that I would recommend that you do in your content. But the nice balance of educational content to actual promotional content is good because for the most part, people are following your feed out of entertainment. They don't want to feel like they're being, forced to buy something every 2 seconds. So this is a really nice balance of that. They add content that is educational, so we can see that there is, some brain games that they can play with their pup. This is going to be something that customers of theirs are going to be really interested in. Then they provide more information about the actual post itself. They also put a call to action for how to, get more information on this topic, which is interesting because they definitely need more call to actions on their products, but we've got good call to actions on their actual content. So these are all things that to keep in mind as you're creating this template for yourself. Even if you're not in a pet-based niche, these are still going to be really helpful tips when we get into customizing this template pack. And with all that said, let's dive in and let's show you how to customize this template pack. Diving into this template pack, as I mentioned before, this is going to be really good for anybody who wants to educate on their product or services. So we've got some really good layouts that you can use to really sell your services in a more educational way that feels maybe slightly less promotional. So you're not going to get people's backs up. It's just going to be simply educating them on how you and your product or service are going to benefit their lives. So diving into the first one, of course, the first thing you want to do is edit all of the colors. Very easy to do. We've got some recommended colors here. But one thing you might want to keep in mind is updating your brand kit, and then that way you can easily update the colors from your brand's palette. So that's a really easy way to keep all these things, super efficient so you can get posts cranked out really easily and efficiently. Now with this particular post, I would recommend putting some context here. So maybe saying something about your massage therapy service that you offer, why 60 minutes is beneficial, and then put in all these little bubbles here, put in a different benefit on how that particular service is going to benefit the customer. This is a really eye-catching way to sell your service, but in a way that feels more valuable and insightful rather than just being like, hey, book with me. It's a little less aggressive. And that's what I really love about this particular template pack. And then again, diving into this next template, same thing. We can talk about your product or service. We can quickly pop in a photo that is relevant. We're going to run with the massage theme that we have going already. All you have to do is plop that in. Super duper easy. You can double click and you can actually move it around and we can adjust. So all of our templates are super easy to customize, so you don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. Because again, content creation should be easy, and that's the whole point of these template packs, is to make it way easier for you. One thing that you can do with this particular template is, let's say you want to create a gallery of posts with different tips. You could actually change these numbers. So put number 1 and add a relevant photo, give the tip, and then on the second one, add 2, right? So we got tips 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. People can swipe through. Now, if you make a gallery post, the last thing you want is for people to just look at the first post and keep on scrolling. So the best way to avoid that happening is to actually put instructions for them to swipe. So the easy way to do that, just copy this text because it's already been formatted to match everything. And we're going to position it in the middle and then swipe for next tip. You can make this more specific depending on what your topic is, but we're just going to keep that for simplicity and just pop it into the center there. So people are less likely to take action if they don't know to take action. So it's always a good idea to err on the side of being more direct with people. So adding this is a good way if you wanted to turn this template into a gallery post to get people to actually look at the whole thing. Going into these next few posts, you've got some great options to provide some good educational content that is within your niche. So if you are in the food and nutrition niche, you could share something about, did you know that carrots contain a bunch of heart healthy vitamins, right? Something along those lines. You can use this space to emphasize that a little bit more, and then in your caption provide more context, and then maybe put a call to action on, hey, we've got some good recipes that include carrots. Put a call to action in your caption, and that way you're, successfully driving that traffic where you want it to go. And as far as these actual templates being customizable, if you are not in these niches, you can easily swap them out. So let's say you are in the animal niche and you want these to look a little bit more brand specific. We can pop them out. We can pop in a different image. I would recommend Googling. Oh, it's crazy how language gets so ingrained. We are going to look up whatever particular topic you need and then icon, and then you're going to get more images like this. So we can swap that out, we can change the color, and that way it's going to blend in a whole lot easier with the rest of the post. And then continuing along here, this is another great option to share the features, benefits of your product service. Remember when you were talking about the benefits of your service, ask yourself, how is this actually going to change the life of your customer? How are they actually going to benefit from it? So don't simply list that you've got 5 service types of massage. What are the actual benefits of those? What will a hot stone one do versus the deep tissue? How is it going to change their movement, their relaxation, their stress, whatever it may be? Really dive in when you're filling these out. That's going to make a big difference. And then as far as customization goes, again, these are so easy to do. You just have to simply drag, drop, double click, move things around, and there you go. The only other thing that you want to change is, of course, the colors, and we can draw from the image here. So it's actually easier to put your image in first, and then Canva will automatically pull colors from the image, so that way you can make sure everything matches really cleanly, really nicely, keeping it all very, very on point. And then diving on into these last few templates, again, you've got great opportunity to start conversations, highlight key features of your products, your services, whatever it may be. Again, this template pack is so, so good for educating your audience on why your business is so awesome, but without feeling like they're promotional. And I think that that was really key with the Farmer's Dog Instagram page, is there was a whole lot of informative entertainment content, but without feeling like they were really pushing their products. So you can definitely take advantage of that. As far as customization, again, just simply swap out these graphics for something that is more niche appropriate for you. You can add your handle here, add some brand recognition. That's going to be really helpful. For this particular template here, you've got an opportunity to showcase yourself, showcase your teammate, show the faces behind your business, increase that brand transparency. People absolutely love that. That makes them feel more connected with you, more connected with their business. It's going to make them more likely to strengthen that relationship so they feel more inclined to purchase from you as well. So definitely use the brand building power of this particular template pack. It's so good for showcasing how awesome your business is. So definitely take full advantage and get into customizing this template pack right away. It's going to really help your social feeds. But before you go do that, make sure that you are signed up for the text alerts. Text alerts will let you know every time we drop new content, and more importantly, it'll let you know when we drop that surprise content. Surprise content is only available for a very small 48-hour window. It's not a lot of time to pick them up, and unfortunately at the 48-hour mark, they do disappear and you won't be able to get them any longer. So Save yourself the disappointment, sign up for those text alerts first, and then dive in and start customizing this awesome new template pack.